Hi, my name is Dagny, and you're watching Toasted.
Dagny, welcome.
Thank you.
You just arrived,
I just arrived an hour ago.
and it's freezing. But for you, it's warm, right? Because
Eh.
you used to live in Norway.
Yeah, I'm from northern Norway, so this is like a good, well, good summer's day almost.
Hey, but you moved to London for your career, and of course, the question pops up: do you really need to move to London to build a career?
No, I don't think so. I think that it's very interesting coming from a small town like I do. It's very interesting to come to a big city and experience a new, it's a totally different vibe, and obviously there's a lot of things going on every day. So it was very interesting. I've learned a lot since I came there. But I think that you can definitely build a career wherever
Was
you
it
are.
was it tough actually to go to London? Because I mean, beautiful girl from a small town going to this massive city.
It was a little challenging to begin with, but I'm quite adventurous, so I took it as a good challenge. Yeah.
Sweet. Hey, I've been delving into your Twitter history and your Facebook history and everything to find some nice information on you. And one thing it's nice to see how your career actually developed,
Yeah.
because you find tweets where you go like, "I have 10,000 plays on Spotify, yay!" And now a couple of months later, you plussed over a million.
Yes, it's been very quick over the last few months, and it has developed a lot actually. I mean, like it started 3 years ago, and back then it was a whole different music, and so there's been a lot of stuff that's changed, but maybe especially the last kind of 6 months. It's been
What
good.
happened?
We ended up releasing a single called Backbeats. And it was kind of something that we hadn't really planned. It kind of happened a little bit overnight. And I think people really enjoyed it because suddenly we got.
A million people did, yeah.
Yeah, 1,600,000 actually.
Wow. Fuck, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah.
So now what's happening with your career? Because I mean, you have way more songs out. There's a lot of music I can find from you online.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, we don't really actually have too much online. I mean, we still haven't released an album or an EP, so it's kind of been a lot of live videos over the last years, but we're definitely planning to release quite a lot over this year.
Because you've been
Sure.
traveling a lot. I see you pop in and out of studios as well. Is it just test recording, or is it co-writing with people?
I do co-writes a lot, and demos, and we've been testing a lot of different sounds to see what kind of vibe we feel is right. So that's been taking quite a bit of time. But I do a lot of writing with lots of different people.
So do you think about an album yet? I mean, do you have any ideas yet? When and if so, when will you record and will you record it with?
I mean, for me, album is like a dream. I want to make an album, and I've always wanted to make an album, and many albums. But yeah, so I think that's kind of my goal right now is to keep writing for a few months, and then just go in and record an album, and hopefully it will be out within the next kind of year and a half, I guess.
Do you like playing live?
I love it. I love it.
You're traveling a lot, as we mentioned, and one of the things that I liked about the tweets that you said is, "I'm traveling so much and I'm flying so much. I have to find a way to repay the planet for all the damage I'm
Oh,
doing."
yes, I feel bad about that. Yeah, well, I'm kind of aware of, I'm trying to keep in mind how, the environmental stuff and how the planet is changing, and I don't think that I'm particularly bad. I mean, I don't drive a lot. I take the train, and I try and, do my little bits to help out. But I know that flying is a really bad thing, so I'm kind of, yeah, I need to do something about that for sure. Yeah. Maybe
Hey,
I'll take the boat next time.
well, that will from Norway to Groningen. That will be a couple of weeks, I think, before you get here.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, hey, are you a supper or a surfer? Because I saw you do stand-up paddling, right?
Wow, you've really been doing your research, haven't you?
I know so much about you.
Yeah.
That makes you uncomfortable, right?
No, nah. Yeah, I love surfing. I do, and every time I have a break, now I live in a big city, and before when I lived in Tromsø, I used to always go to big cities when I had holiday. But now I live in a big city, so now every time I get a chance, I just go to somewhere I can surf and be active and.
You surf in
see
England, so you go to Torquay or Newquay, or
No, actually, I haven't surfed in England yet. I think I still have to become a little bit better before I dare to do that. They even do surfing in northern Norway in the winter. So I think at
did you
someday.
actually surf there or sub there? I mean, did you ever go into that freezing ocean there?
I've been to the freezing ocean. Yes, of course. I did my first 1 year. I did my first bath, like swim in the ocean, in February.
So I am really complaining here about the cold, and it's really nonsense. Hey, another thing I saw, you quoted Jack Johnson. I was sitting, waiting, wishing. Is that a Jack Johnson quote, or was it just something you made up?
No, it was a Jack Johnson quote.
Is he an influence?
Oh, he used to be, but that one, it was, you know, when there's a lot of interesting stuff happening, there's also a lot of kind of waiting for things to fall into place, and not waiting, but things take time. So it was just a little reference with that. But I used
What
to.
happened after that?
Yeah, still to be confirmed, but we have a lot of exciting things to come, I think, this year. I'm very
You can't talk about that. Is it legal stuff or?
No, he's shaking.
Manager
his head.
sits in the back. We're dying to know. We're journalists.
Yeah, sure. But I will promise to come back and tell you when I can.
Good.
Okay.
Good, because we have his number.
Yeah, good.
Hey, so basically, if you're not going to say it, I'm going to say it. You're getting a good deal with a good record company. There's going to be a fantastic record out with a collaboration with a lot of famous people and a famous producer, probably. Nice video clips, and you're playing all the big festivals this year, right?
Sounds perfect. Yeah.
Good. Well,
Good.
this interview's done, people. Hey, another thing I saw, you did the Stand Up to Cancer gig with Codaline and James Morrison.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Could you tell a little about that?
Well, it's a gig we're doing in Union Chapel the 1st of February. And I think it's a very good cause. I actually have a brother who had cancer when he was very young. So we kind of have, well, it's a cause very close to my heart. So, yeah, every time I get a chance to do something like that, I do, definitely.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Hey, before we freeze to death, wrap this up. You're also, of course, you're a beautiful woman. I see a lot of pictures. Are you modeling at all?
No. No, I'm focusing on the music.
But there must be people who approach you to do modeling, right? Because I mean, you're getting to the picture now. I mean, you're getting more famous.
Well, I mean, if I just do the music well enough, I guess I get to do the pictures anyway. But no, it's not something that I've been doing much now.
Oh.
But
You came in here when it was still warm. You were wearing a Piggy T-shirt. Where did you get that thing? Actually,
This
could you
one?
show us? Yeah.
it's good. Can you see it? Can you see it?
We can.
Yeah, it's nice.
Where did you get it?
Beyond Retro, Dawson Junction in London. Yeah, I love vintage shops. It's my favorite. So
I want one too. Hey, here, Eurosonic, Noorderslag in Groningen. You will get back to Amsterdam and play there, I hope. You will get back to Holland and mainland Europe.
yeah, I hope so. Yeah, definitely.
We can talk about that, right? That's not a
Yeah.
secret.
I mean, we're doing quite a few shows now around. We're doing obviously here, and we're doing some showcasey festivals in UK and in Norway. We're doing quite a few gigs over this spring. So there will be a bit of playing, yeah. I don't think that we're doing any tours just yet, full-on tours, but I'm hoping that as soon as the record starts getting finished, that we will just hit the road as much as we can, really, because that's what I want to do.
And for all those people who don't know you yet, it's not just you, right? It's
Yeah, I have a great band, which they have been very involved with the whole process for the last 3 years. So they're a really great bunch of guys, and we do everything together. So yeah, they're a big part of it.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.